they clinical insane. We keep it so mellow that we spitting your refrain. Adam Story's got a point, and if you let him explain, it's the pun of all puns, get a pun with Papa Wayne. Rum tapping the vein, and 9 minutes bringing pain. MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, and welcome back to another edition of the MHOG podcast. I'm Kyle.
I'm Adam.
What up, man?
What's up with this sweet babushka hat?
The babushka. It's a little chilly. Not too chilly, but I like it. I got it from the gas station, and it warms up the ears.
Here's the thing. It suits you for some reason.
Does it really?
But the rest of the way you dress does not
fit the hat.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Because like you dress normal from
Yeah.
the neck down,
Right.
but from the head up, you just like spies like us. Oh, this is episode 420.
Yeah, this is the funny thing. Riding up here, we was riding behind a person that had their license plate was 420 BBD.
Big black dick.
Yeah, there you go. That works.
Was it personalized or was it just random?
Nope, random as shit.
I didn't know, like, because you can never tell with people.
True.
I mostly hate people with personalized license plates. Not everybody, but usually it's some dumb shit.
It's like you never gonna get in trouble with the law, so you ain't gonna have nobody try to find your license plate.
Well, it's like a lot of times, like the one that they would, like, you know, when people get personalized license plates, it's always like, I got a cool thing in my head that I want my license plate to say because I saw it in a 1980s movie with Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. But then 90% of the time, your little cool phrase has already been taken, so you got to come up with some bullshit to make it like still fit the phrase, but it doesn't really. So when people are like when I'm driving around, because I drive around all day. Like, I find myself staring at it like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I have to try and figure out what your license plate says, your license plate is a fail.
Like blessed one or blessed one. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of some of the dumb ones that I've seen. But they're all dumb.
I don't care for it.
And it just kind of reeks of, like, I'm an obnoxious asshole. You know? But that's me. You know?
Fuck them.
You know, you're the second person that I've seen in, like, literally the last 24 hours that has that hat.
Yeah? Nice. Yeah. I figured this hat would be good for, like, any type of winter time. So, even though it's not as cold as it could be, you know, I like it.
It's a good time. Last week has been a good time for that hat.
Yeah. It's crazy because the day before it got really cold, it was hot. And then the next day it's like it's cold. Then the day after that it snowed. It's like what the fuck is going on?
There's snow in New Orleans.
It would know.
We got ice.
Yeah.
We got fucked.
That.
Like we got the same cold weather. We got rain, but we got like ice. Everywhere else got, you know, beautiful,
luscious snow.
You know, the kind of snow that you see in a movie.
Yeah.
Like not real snow, because like real snow, I've lived in real snow. You don't want real snow.
Real snow's that bullshit.
Yeah, because you get up in the morning, all of a sudden, oh, my car is under something. Like I was in Arizona. I was living in Arizona at the time, and it snowed one day, and I didn't know what to do because I'm from here. Yeah. You know, like my car was, I used to drive. I used to call it the wagon, shagging wagon. I wasn't shagging nobody, but I had a futon in the back of a Dodge Caravan.
What the fuck? A futon?
When I got it,
a full
my phone was
futon.
ringing. Oh no, sorry. Busy.
A full futon.
That's the person who had the babushka hat. Actually, I had a futon in the back of my Dodge Caravan, and it had nothing to do with anything. But we used to call it the shagging wagon. But anyway, I was living in Arizona, and it snowed one day, and I lived on the second floor, and I didn't know what to do, so what I did was I grabbed like a cup of water, like I got a cup, Lord. And I poured hot water in it, and I ran downstairs before it got cold and threw it, and I didn't do that much, so I had to go back. I did it like 9 times, and finally, I tried to like clear the snow off my windshield with my hands. You don't want to do that. It's very cold. Yeah. It's very cold. It's like sticking your hands in ice. Actually, technically, it is literally sticking your hands in ice.
Nice.
So
doesn't it crack your windshield as well?
In theory, yeah. And I was concerned with that, but at the same time, I had to get to work. So I was like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know. Like, there's no one around. Like, I'm the only one out here. Apparently, I was the only one that had work that morning or class or whatever because I was going to school at the time. And it's not like they had like a hose somewhere like with cold water where I could have just like hosed it off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was cool. I loved it. I took like all kinds of weird pictures of me in the snow, but it is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
But the snow that they got in the surrounding New Orleans areas was movie snow. Mm-hmm. Where you get like an inch or 2 and everything's pretty and nice and you can get a little snowball and throw it at somebody.
Yeah.
We didn't get that.
I definitely rode up when I was going to go pick up the missus. I rode up that way and I literally pulled over to the side of the road and I was like, what the fuck? And I got out and I threw a few snowballs and I made it rain on myself real quick.
Where did you throw a snow? There was nobody with you.
Nah, I just had to throw one. I just threw a few of them. I was like, yeah, all right. And I threw it up in the air and I got back in the car. And I also tackled somebody's snowman on their front lawn. On the way out. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was a dick move. It was a total dick move, but it felt good. And also, it felt like a solid 80-pound man. Like a good solid...
Oh, they packed it in real good?
Oh, yeah. Like, it made me go real quick when I hit it. I was like, whoa. All right. I didn't expect that.
Did you then have the realization like, snow kind of makes you wet when you jump in it?
Well, yeah, it wasn't. It was really packed to where like it didn't get on me too much. But I was like, wow, it took me a minute to actually like get it over. You know, I could have wrestled it like it was a UFC opponent. But it was fun. I enjoyed looking at it. It was nice. I've never been in snow like that. The times it snowed down here. The
last time was probably like 3 or 4 years ago now.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything like if you go up further north and stuff like that. I was like, oh, this is something else. Mm-hmm. So that was cool. Yeah. Made me a little snowman. Named him Blake, and I brought him inside the car with me. We took pictures.
Why was your snowman named Blake?
I don't know. I was at a loss for words, and I was like, I'm gonna name you Blake, and no reason. I just figured things need names.
Is it gonna be like one day you're gonna have kids, and your son's you're just gonna sit your son down and be like, boy, you used to have a brother. His name was Blake. Oh. He was a white baby.
Yeah. We was just waiting for that goddamn snowman hat. He would have been alive. He would have been a real boy. But
man, they don't show those anymore.
No, they don't, do they?
No, maybe because I
don't watch TV anymore, so I couldn't tell you if they do come on.
That's true, but I don't think they come on anymore.
Oh man,
maybe because they were all a little bit fucked up. They were all a little bit like the Island of Misfit Toys and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was always like a little bit creepy and fucked up, and you didn't notice because you were a little kid. But the older you get, you're like, no.
Babes in Toyland. Babes in Toyland was my shit. Wasn't that with Robin Williams?
I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see it.
I think it was and Drew Barrymore. I think. I might be botching this all, but I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I know that was one of my... Hey, fucking Christmas Story is a series now.
Like Jane Krakowski's in it, and is that what you're talking about? Like
the new Christmas Story that they got?
Yeah, it looks a little... I don't know, like, it looks like somebody's doing a parody of it. like a little bit. Like when I was watching they had a trailer on, I was like, it doesn't seem like somebody's like, oh, here's a script that we have. It's called A Christmas Story. It seems like somebody's like, hey, let's remake A Christmas Story. If that makes any sense. I don't know. That's just what
they had the leg lamp. It's like, all right, that's total Christmas Story right there.
I never took to that one like other people. Not
the leg lamp or just
the Christmas Story. But there's a specific reason. The thing where he sticks his tongue on the pole.
Yeah.
Always messes me up. I just visualize things too much, and like whenever I see that, it just grosses me out because I can like see the ice forming on his tongue and his tongue getting stuck. I just can't do it. No, it's too much.
Yeah, and then it's like it's like taking ice straight out of the freezer, and you know if your hands have a little moisture on them, it gets a little sticky, and you gotta pour some water on it. It's like, why would you? Well, they're kids. I mean, I wouldn't do it. I mean, because first off, it's a disgusting ass pole. Alright? Pole been outside for the longest. I don't give a shit how many dogs you put before this dare. I'm not about to just stick my tongue on this nasty ass pole.
Yeah, but that's kids.
Yeah,
they do gross shit like that.
Now, I would convince somebody to stick their dick on the pole, and that would be a different situation right there.
No. Thank you for that image, by the way.
That's a different dare right there. If you want to amp this dare up, stick your pecker on that little pole, man. Stick your pecker on the pole and see how that turns out.
That's I don't know what kind of. That's definitely a felony.
Yeah.
That's like there's like I've never been to jail, thankfully. But you know, there's like I could deal with like if I got pulled over and I don't know, I had a lot of parking tickets that it says I was unpaid or something like that.
Oof.
But I don't want to be the guy that goes to jail for like pulling your dick out in public.
Yeah. Well, if you're a child, then it's like, oh, little kid antics.
Oh, I pulled my dick out like when I was a little kid.
Yeah. Oh no, not at an old age. Like just as a kid.
No.
Yeah, no. You definitely gonna have to start knocking on some doors if you do some shit like that.
I can remember my aunt yelling at me when I was like 6 or 7 because I had to pee. I was like, I don't know if I can make it all the way into the house. So, like, I just, like... it wasn't like I was in the middle of the street, you know? I was by, like, some bushes and stuff. But, like, I probably, like, had... You know, because when you're little, you don't know how to, like, unzip and just pull it out. Like, you gotta lower your pants.
Oh.
So I probably, like, had, like, ass crack.
Oh,
or
there
something
you go.
like that, you know?
Yeah. That's definitely a way to go. I mean, especially because when you're little, you wait till last minute to go pee. And so the quickest way, especially if you got those buttons that you don't know how to work, the little metal ones that you gotta slip through the little slot, I hate those buttons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you just hurry up and shove them down so you don't pee yourself. Yeah, no one wants to pee themselves.
I was like, I didn't know what I did wrong. I was like, I had to pee. You know, like I'm a big boy. I don't want to pee on myself.
Yep. There you go.
I am
Gotta
a big
let
boy.
it out.
So 420 episodes. So like you ain't smoking this month.
It's crazy. It's like a reverse episode.
It's the sober. It's called the sober.
It's my the sober, man. It is. Man, it's not challenging anymore, but motherfuckers are just coming out of the woodworks that normally wouldn't be like, hey man, we smoking today? That just come out like, hey, you got papers or a wrap or something like that? Usually it's guards, man. Usually I got guards, you know, and I normally don't carry pipes on me, but you know, they're like, man, I got some good shit, man. I got some good shit, man. You need to hit this, man. I'm like, no, I'm alright. I've had a friend that came up. He was like, man, let me get you a drink. I was like, nah, I'm not drinking this one. He was like, you sure? I can just get you a drink. You sure you don't want nothing? I'm like, man, I'm good. Well, let me roll you a cigarette. I'm alright. I'm not doing you. Well, I know you're not smoking weed, but you can get a cigarette. I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything. I haven't even taken an aspirin since
Kyle,
the beginning.
It sounds like you're walking a mile in my Disney Crocs. When you don't drink, and you know, I mean, I've never really had a lot of people asking me like about weed, just because like I don't hang around that many people that smoke. I do have friends that do, but most of the people I do it privately, you know. But But with alcohol in particular, like, people act like you're a leper. Like,
Yeah.
like in a minute now, something's gonna fall off of your skin. Like, wait, what you mean you don't drink?
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't drink. I'm good, you know. And there's been times where I just want to be like, why don't you drink? Sometimes I just want to go like, oh, I'm an alcoholic. Thanks for. I just got my 15-day chip. Like, thanks for trying to ruin that.
It never really dawned on me that you don't drink, because you know I don't really drink as much, so it's not like motherfuckers offer you anything. It's just I don't normally see you drinking.
People kind of stop the older I've gotten. Like, it's still situations, because I don't like bars, you know. But there's still situations occasionally. What I used to do when I was in my 20s is this is the kind of asshole I am. I would drink Smirnoff Ice.
Oh,
because it's Sprite. You
yeah.
know? But if you got a bottle in your hand,
to it.
if you got a bottle in your hand, nobody really pays attention to what's in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Now, granted, like if you get like what was it? They made Smirnoff Ice, and then they made like a screwdriver, like an orange drink. You know, if you got that, then people would know, because then it's bright orange, and they're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, you drinking Sunny Delight, you know, in a bottle or something. But
it does look Sunny Delightish color.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's the weirdest thing. Like, nobody can just accept, like, I'm not drinking. You know, like, even if it's just like not drinking for the night, people like, and it's not. It's not, for me, it's not like I'm, you know, a well-known drinker and people are like, oh, why, you know, like, people ask you if you smoke, because, like, people know that you smoke.
Right.
So then at least you understand, like, oh, they're not used to the idea that, like, I'm just not smoking right now.
Yeah, I'm not smoking at all, yeah.
Although...
Fucks them up.
although I don't understand the second question. The first question is like, oh, you're not smoking? No, I'm just taking a break. Like, I don't understand the second question, like, you know, where they gotta know... Like, why isn't that an acceptable answer? Like, I'm just taking a break, man.
Yeah. They always want to know, you trying to get a new job or something? That seems kind of far-fetched that you're just not smoking, Kyle. For no reason at all? It's like, man, I just want to do it, dude.
Have you gotten any real assholes that are like, why, you on probation or something?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. Everything comes out now. It's like, oh, you in trouble, man? You okay? I'm like, yeah, no, everything's fine. I just don't want to smoke anymore. Like, granted, I know all the bars that have good orange juice now. Yeah, so that's basically what I do when I go to bars. It's like, can I get an orange juice with nothing in it? Just an orange juice.
So you don't even know what bars have good orange juice. You have to know which bars are generous with their orange juice. Because that's why, like, I usually get, you know, like, it's a joke, but I a lot of times I get my Ghetto Mosa. That's Sprite and orange juice.
Oh, really?
And,
but that's cute.
but, like, it's not that expensive for them, but they fill it up with ice, you know? It's like a little cup, and it's 90% ice.
I tell them no ice.
Yeah.
I can't. I just like putting ice in my milk.
They don't want to do that, because, like, it's like, look, I understand you're in this business to make money, but I just gave you $3 and you gave me 2 sips of my drink. Yeah. And it's not even a drink that's going to get me drunk, you know?
Right.
It's not like I'm doing a little shot. Yeah.
Give me some vitamin C, that's all.
I know orange juice is expensive, but it's not like $3 a sip expensive.
Oh man, I just realized what Luke was telling me yesterday. I had me a hot apple juice yesterday. Really warm apple juice. And at first it was orange juice.
Hot apple juice or hot apple cider?
Hot apple juice.
Was that intentional?
Yeah. Okay. The missus got an apple cider with something else, and it was warm.
It had what?
Spice rum,
yeah.
Okay.
Like lemon and ginger.
Right.
Ginger and
it was like a little drink, and he was like, "Hey, you want some hot apple juice?" I was like, "Apple juice?" I was like, "Fucking right, yeah." But then he was like, "Man, I gotta get rid of this apple juice. You want another one?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm good." He was like, "You sure? I gotta dump it out." And I was like, nah, I'm good. And I didn't really think that, you know, that's what he was saying, that he's gotta waste it all. Because if that was the case, yeah, I would have just took the rest of the apple juice, because I love apple juice, you know. It's either apple or orange. Yeah, but
like, I understand hot apple cider, but apple juice kind of has to be cold.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. It warmed me up. I mean, at first it was really hot, and I was like, "Alright, maybe I went at this a little too abruptly, and I had to slow it down." But after that, it was like, "Oh, this this is nice. Like I could deal with this on a nice cold day, maybe in front of the fire or something like that. Just a nice hot apple juice. Huh. It was delicious.
So I have a question for you, since we're doing 420. We can't really make it a special episode. Like you ain't smoking right now. I'm well known, never have tried any drugs. I mean, I've abused a leave.
Oh, yeah.
You can't really get high off that.
Yeah,
as far as I know.
better.
As far as I know. There's some fucking crackhead out there. No, motherfucker. You
chop
you
that
just
shit
know
up
what you're
to a
doing.
fine powder and take it to the nose too.
But like I'm a weird when it comes to movies. Like I'm a weird dude. Like, cause like I don't give a shit about sports. Like MMA, I'll watch. I enjoy.
Yeah, you just like me. Yeah.
But like football and stuff like that, baseball, I don't give a shit.
Nope.
But sports movies, I do love.
Oh, sports movies are good. And the rugby movie with Matt Damon.
I've never seen that one. I've seen Bend It Like Beckham with.
I did not watch Bend It Like Beckham.
It's not that good.
Okay, yeah.
It's definitely it's like a teenage girl movie for sure.
It's soccer. I definitely don't. I definitely don't do soccer.
But there's a nice message, like a cultural message about. I guess they were Indian. I don't know if they were Indian, but I think they were Indian because like there's a lot of British Indian people. Anyway. So sports movies, I'm like that. The same thing with like drug movies, like stoner comedies and stuff like that. I love stoner comedies. I can't relate to them, but I love them.
They're fun, yeah.
So I was trying to like think
Boys.
of some of my favorite like stoner comedies, and the easiest one is probably Half Baked.
Oh,
I mean, it's literally a movie about
number 2, Grandma's Boys.
Is that really a stoner comedy though?
What? Yes, they are. They start off smoking. They start off in the basement. Nigga got a monkey.
That's true.
Nigga got a monkey.
What are the qualifications for stoner comedy? Like, I guess, like, because I don't think it could be as simple as like somebody smoked weed in it.
No. Like dumb shit happens because they smoke weed.
Is Friday a stoner comedy?
Yes, it's all about weed. Well, basically because he gets high for the first time. He's like, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
That's a good
I'm gonna
point.
get you high. Yeah, and then whole movie, he's paranoid because big worms come and get him because they smoked all his weed.
See, because to me, the narrative of that movie is about it's partly about him losing his job. It's mostly about like him getting a girl and like getting over on like Devo and shit like that.
Well, this is a good topic. This is a good topic. Number 3, Pineapple Express.
Never seen that one.
Oh,
I have seen Pineapple Express 2 though.
Get the fuck out of here. There's a 2?
You never saw This Is the End?
Oh, yeah. I have
when
seen
they
This
filmed
Is the End.
Pineapple Express 2.
What? I didn't...
Is that a stoner comedy? Is this the... cause
This Is the End. I wouldn't consider This Is the End as being a stoner comedy. I'd be like, that's more of like I guess, end of days type of movie. I mean, yeah, you would want to smoke or something like that, but it's not really based on them getting high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knocked Up, I feel like, is a stoner comedy, though. It's not a very good one. Like, it's funny, but it's not that funny.
Oh, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the fuck.
I enjoyed it. I just, it's such a drop down from the first Apatow movie, 40-Year-Old Virgin. Mm-hmm. 40-Year-Old Virgin is, I think, one of the best comedies in the last 20 years.
What?
Yeah, you don't think so?
Okay, no, I agree with you there, but it just...
I just think Knocked Up is just kind of it's good. I'll watch it, but
40-Year-Old Virgin,
40-Year-Old Virgin,
Knocked Up, and then This Is 40.
I see. I've never seen This Is 40 because I got so depressed from Funny People.
Fuck funny people. Throw funny people out the window. I hate talking about funny people. Funny people, it depresses me because it's like that's not the life of a comic. And Adam Sandler, you're a dick. Why you gotta be such a dick in this movie? Like, it's just no need for you to be that way, and you fucked over Seth Rogen. Why you had to smash that girl?
But they ended up best friends in the end.
But it was too long. It was way too fucking long.
But that's all the those movies. 40-Year-Old Virgin is the best one because it's the tightest one. But Judd Apatow didn't write it.
Ooh, also
that's all Steve Carell.
Give me high fives. Barry Katz, listen to it. with the
I saw you talking about Kevin Hart.
Oh man,
Industry standard.
Yes, that like his whole little process of what he did, and it's like, oh, I'm on the right path. All right, yeah. Fuck this special. Like, let's just fucking do this. Like, let's just get out here and do it. And I'm like, yeah, eventually it's gonna come. The motherfucker's like, man, just.
I mean, you got to make the right choices,
right? Like,
it's not enough just to have talent, but yeah, listen, check out as much of that show as you can, because like, it's because Barry Katz, his whole thing is dealing with comedians, because he was a stand-up at one point. Yeah. Then he owned his own comedy club.
Boston.
Yeah, Boston Comedy Club up in New York City. But just hearing him talk to like different comedians, like on a different level, that like, because like you've heard most of these comedians. Kevin Hart doesn't do podcasts really. No, he doesn't have time.
I've heard him on Brian Callen podcasts.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a long time ago. And then Brian Callen is so fucking amazing when it comes to him and just his spontaneity of being able to go and stick with the character, or not actually with the character, but like stick to a certain premise of whatever they're doing. Like if there's a joke, they'll run with it, but it's just a joke, and it's like, oh, this is just the back and forth banter between those two. It was really funny, really good.
Which podcast was it?
His
he's got three. He's got Fighter and the Kid.
Not that one. That was way before that.
He used to be on 10 Minute Podcast.
Yeah, the 10 Minute Pod, TMP. But no, at the Brian Callen show.
Okay,
that one.
But yeah, Kevin Hart. Like, I don't think it's because he's too good. Dude. I think he's just too busy.
Yeah,
I mean,
basically, he's a very humble dude. He tries to do everything.
Well, he talks about like all the things that he did. Like, he's a CEO of a corporation. He's
got his own shoe. He's got his own fucking running shoe. Yeah.
Huh?
It's fucking whoa. That man, motherfucker puts in, and then on top of that, he also fucking works out like religiously.
Yeah, I have him on Instagram.
Yeah. Whoa.
But yeah, he's definitely like you said, he's humble. Like he sat there and he just gave so much praise to like Dane Cook for what Dane did to stand up, like as far as like how people looked at interacting with fans and like building a fan base and all that stuff, and but then he was like, all right, he did that, what can I do? Right. And he talks like, because you don't see a lot of that, because like now I know Kevin Hart's been around for a long time. I remember seeing him on, like, they didn't talk about it because they couldn't talk about every movie he did, but I remember seeing him on like Scary Movie and all that, where he was like the sidekick for Anthony Anderson and stuff like that. Yeah. And then one day he started doing these movies, and it felt like he just kind of like fell into it. You know, but he didn't fall into anything. Like he
Paper Soldiers is where I first seen Kevin Hart at, and I was like, what the fuck is this, and why is it so funny? Like I had no idea who he was, but you also saw all these other like big name people like Charlie Murphy with hair. Like his own hair.
I saw him with hair. I saw Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh, I didn't watch Vampire in Brooklyn. Not all of it, at least.
Is that the movie? The name of the movie? It's the one where Eddie Murphy was a vampire.
Yeah, that's Vampire in Brooklyn.
Yeah, because Charlie was in that one.
Oh, and he had Beanie Siegel in there as well. In Paper Soldiers. He's a rapper. Okay. And it's just like, what is this? What is this movie? And it was just a hilarious movie about him trying to get money, trying to make money doing B&Es and shit. Just breaking and enterings and fucking stealing from rich people. And he's just a small loudmouth motherfucker. It was like fucking hilarious.
I always laugh when somebody mentions that he was a 40-year-old virgin, because I always forget that that's him.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that actually popped him off. Like him arguing with your boy, the black dude in the store.
I can't think of his name.
I forget his name as well.
He was a rapper.
Was he a rapper?
Yeah.
What?
That's how he got his start. Like he was. Is it Slam? Da, 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 da.
Let the boys be boys. Really?
No, wait. No, that's Sticky Fingers. Sticky Fingers went on to Act 2. Oh. No, he was in Oh, College Boys. He was in a rap group called College Boys.
Oh, really?
They had one hit song. I still love it. It was pure 90s hip hop. It was called Hump. It was like Hump. Something Hump. Like, it's like college boys in the house and we'll hump you. Pump your fist. Do the girl like this. Slap the booty on her cutie. Hump it.
Romani Malco.
It's called Humping.
Romani Malco.
Yeah.
Yeah. Humping?
Mm-hmm. That's the name of the song. Google it. College Boys Humping. It's Romani Malco was one of the college boys.
Romani? Malco.
Romani, I don't know.
Romani, whatever. Yeah.
But I like him. He doesn't do that much. Like, I think he was in that show Weeds.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
but I never watched that.
Weeds was good.
But yeah, funny, good looking.
Another 420 reference. Weeds.
Yeah.
Boom. There we go.
But I never saw
it. Weeds was good. They got the new Weed show now. Disjointed. Disjointed is the new.
That's on Netflix,
show.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never watched it, but the black guy came down. The black guy that's on Disjointed, he came down. Hung out with him and this other guy. I forget their names. It's very shitty that I forget names. But as comics, as I go around meeting other comics and shit, none of us can remember names. None of us remember names, and it's fucking terrible.
This is off subject. But the other day I was in a body shop and I had to wait. I'm gonna just say it was a black body shop. Because when you go into body shops, they're very cultural. Asian body shops always smell like fucking curry. Ugh. It's disgusting. Curry is like East Indian and all that, but it don't matter. It
is.
Yeah, listen to the song. It's a good song. College Boys Humping. It was a big hit for 5 minutes and then they went away. I think they did was it Arsenio? It was either Arsenio or Letterman that I saw him on.
Hollywood Paradox, Victim of the Ghetto, and Humping. Oh my god!
I only know one of them, but it's incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was in a body shop, and they had VH1 on. And did you know there's a black version of Hollywood Squares now called Hip Hop Squares?
No.
On VH1.
Really?
I've never seen that. Therese knows what she saw.
Have you seen this?
Yeah, Cardi B was on it.
Ew.
A lot of older people too.
DeRay
Davis.
Yeah, he's the host.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And
alright, this is recent then.
So
that's why.
But it's a little bit different because it's all. Well, no, I guess it's just like Hollywood Squares. I guess the two people are regular people, but I only know a third of the celebrities. So Bobby Brown was in one. I was like,
oh shit,
Bobby Brown.
What have you been doing?
So Bobby Brown's there with a brand new rapper. Not
my prerogative face ass.
It's weird. This is a bad example, but I can't think of any of the people that. But it'd be if you saw Bobby Brown sitting next to Common, you'd be like, no.
It doesn't.
That doesn't. No,
that doesn't mix.
Who brought out the DeLorean for this shit? But that's what it is, and it's so. I mean, it's cool and it's kind of funny, but you can tell VH1 was black it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because they have, I shit you not, it's literally Hollywood Squares. They got a dance squad.
Oh shit!
They got girls that start twerking and shit.
Get the fuck out of here!
I don't know what's going on. It's entertaining. It's very entertaining.
It's because all this fucking everything that you see on TV now. It's fuck this black people movement. Fucking we hate the blacks, but we like the blacks. Everybody's woke. Black Lives Matter. We need to do something more black on TV. People are getting fucking shitted on because there's not enough black on TV.
That's the weird thing is I know they used to have Flavor of Love and stuff like that, but I always felt VH1 was MTV for people in their 40s.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was just an older fucking MTV. I'm keep it like that. No one gives a fuck about it. I don't give a fuck. We got BET. That's fine. You know?
It's weird to me that a channel that has David Cassidy behind the music has Hip Hop Squares. like you know, whatever, like appeal to different audiences, but it's weird, you know. But it was the craziest thing. Like I couldn't be there for long, you know. When I caught part of D-Ray's comedy special, like
I watched it all.
I thought it was pretty good, but I kind of lost interest and like moved on.
Yeah.
You know?
It doesn't. It'll keep you'll be able to be in tune, but it's like, you know, ain't nothing outright funny. Just like yeah, that was something to be memorable. Nah.
I feel like he's one of these comics that I think I like him better as a comedic actor than as a stand-up.
Yeah. He's
Like
really
I can
good as a
see he
comedic.
has like a natural like charm and like humor to him.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't necessarily care much about his.
It's
But
stand-up.
you know, stand-up it's all
it's
personal.
iffy because Netflix is pushing a lot of people stand-up, and it's like, ooh, you motherfuckers suck. Like y'all are out here, but not all of y'all are good enough.
Yes, and there's so many like Squirrels the other day got mad at me because she was like, "Yeah, I was just listening to the Jack Whitehall special." I was like,
Jack Whitehall, who's that?
"He's a stand-up that's on
Netflix?
Yeah, he's got
I
a
can't believe
special."
everybody.
And she was like, "You know, how you say you know so much about comedy? Like, how do you not know who that is?" I was like, "I'm
What?
sorry, like I can't."
There's rappers out here that I don't know about that, you know, the nigga not good. If you're not good, it doesn't mean just because you're on Netflix.
To be fair, I don't know if he's good or not. I didn't watch the special. You know,
all right.
You know.
Like,
I still haven't watched like Rogan and Bill Burr's most recent specials. I got them on my list.
those are the ones that actually like, oh, okay, because that sets a precedent for all the other ones. It's like, man, if y'all not, I mean, just keep it interesting. Like most people, it just seems to die down as they go through, and it's like, oh Lord.
Well, the thing is, like, it's actually easier for me to listen to stand-ups that I've never heard of before, or that I'd never seen their stand-up, but I knew who they were. Like, Tom Segura is a perfect example. I'd never seen a stand-up before. I ended up watching a special, like, a couple of weeks ago, and I was like I was crying laughing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't have any expectations. But when it comes to, like, people that I love and respect, like,
It's hard to watch them just because you don't want them to fail, or you don't.
I don't want it to be less
shit.
like Greg Giraldo had in my opinion, one of the best comedy albums that I've ever heard.
On Netflix? Is it
I
on
love-
Netflix or?
No, albums, not specials.
Oh.
I don't know if he ever had a special. I think he had 2 albums. I don't know if he ever got around because like specials were kind of dying down at the time. Like Netflix wasn't doing those at the time. They were like, it was like if you know, originally it was like if you wanted a comedy special, you want HBO, and at some
Right.
point if you wanted a comedy special, you want Showtime, and I think this was during like the Showtime years. You know? But like his first album was like Good Day to Cross a River, and I fucking love that album. I'll listen to it at any time. It's still funny to me. His second album, when I bought it, I was like, this is fucking terrible.
Oh shit.
You know? And there's certain people like that. Joe Rogan's Shiny Happy Jihad is such a beautiful album.
Yeah.
Like I can listen to it at any time.
Uh-huh.
Dave Attell never did another. He did a few specials. But like that's actually my favorite comedy album of all time.
Dave Attell?
Yeah, Skanks
That's
for the Memories.
That's most people's favorite right there. Skanks for the Memories.
He was 37 years old. He'd been doing comedy for like 18 years when he did his first comedy album.
Yeah.
You know, it's but here's the thing, like, you don't want to wait till you're 37 to do cause like, you know, I mean, as much as I love Dave Attell, and that's what he wants is to be a road comic. Like, seriously, listen to the Barry Katz industry standard with him, where he just talks about like he wrote for Saturday Night Live, and Barry Katz is like, he was talking about like he was miserable, and Barry Katz was like, that's because you're a comic, you're not a writer. You're not a guy who wants to be, you know, like writing jokes for other
stuck behind
people,
a fucking cubicle, like
or fighting for
funny
your
is this?
life to keep your job, because that's how Saturday Night Live is. It's just people like it's cutthroat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's how fucking when Kevin Hart was talking about with Dean Lister or something like that. That was
Somebody
it was
I hadn't
him.
heard of.
Yeah, it was him and this other guy. Now that guy writes for Saturday Night Live, and you see where Kevin Hart is at, and it's like, oh yeah, because it seems like it just puts you in that little bubble, and it's like, all right, now you just be here. You'll be making money, but you'll just be here. Nobody's gonna know you.
But here's the thing, and maybe even if you get it, maybe you're around for like a year or two. Like, Jay Moore is not famous for being on Saturday Night Live. People barely remember that he was on there. I mean, he was in some important... He was in the first... the Van by the River, Chris Farley
He's
sketch.
an impressionist.
Largely. But, I mean, he does other things, too.
Huh.
You know?
Yeah,
But,
I've heard some
I mean,
of his impressions. I was like, that's pretty damn good.
Oh, he's very good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's excellent. Yeah. He's known for that. But you know, like he went on. You know, people congratulated him because he was on Saturday Night Live. But like, you go listen to his story of like when he was on there, and like it sucked. Like he was like every day like trying to, and they expect you to be there like, you know, like into like 5 a.m. trying to write. You know, and it's crazy because like then you watch Saturday Night Live now, and there's been years when it was really good. Mm-hmm. But you watch so many years, you watch it, and you're just like, these people are like killing themselves, and these are the jokes they come up with.
Yeah,
that's terrible. Sketch comedy is such a weird like writing.
Being in the writers' room actually did when I was doing a second line show, and being in the writers' room just trying to come up with shit. And then if it's not your shit, if it's like, not meaning like, oh, this is not my idea, but if it's not your thing, like the second line show was someone else's baby. That was their thing that they nurtured. So anybody else's idea would go through a fucking fine-tooth comb. Like, your idea, yeah, okay, I like it, but it ain't what I'm looking for. So it's like, well, what the fuck is the purpose of me even trying to help out with this if you ain't gonna use any of my ideas? And most of the time,
everybody wants to do their own thing.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, this is shit. Fuck this.
I mean, part of that is like getting comics to write sketch comedy where they got to collaborate. Like comics are used to writing their own stuff.
Yeah.
Not always. Like there are plenty of comics that like buy jokes from other people, but it's still it's you. You know, like it's your decision and all that. But yeah, I mean that's why like you go look at the best like sketch comedy stuff is always like they came up with a character that hit it off, and then like you know you go whether it's Mad TV, Saturday Night Live, you could like they did 90 skits with this one character because like people liked it, so like let's do the same skit over and we'll just you know change it up a little bit, like there'll be a different face, you know, put them in a different scenario,
like
you know.
Pat.
Yeah, you know.
Can't do Pat no more. Not this day and age. You get sued. You get taken off the air.
It was real though.
Yeah, hey, I love Pat. Even the movie.
I don't even think Pat's that funny, but I you know, like we've all been in that situation where you're like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what I'm talking. Like now it's a real thing now. Yeah. And you definitely like now not only could you be right, but they'll still tell you you're wrong and like, you know, and like I'm gonna sue you.
Yeah.
So.
Shit. It's fucking, but just writing for other people. I'm like, I can't just give my idea to you and think that you're gonna deliver it like I could deliver it. You know, it doesn't make sense.
Well,
I mean, yeah, sure.
It depends on what you're doing. I mean, in the entertainment industry, at the end of the day, that's all it is. I mean, you look at like I was reading something about the troubles that Star Wars went through to get the first movie out, and you know, like the kind of thing. And don't get me wrong. It was his idea, and he's the primary impetus for it getting made. But like they kind of made it seem like George Lucas was like this hero, but at the same time, like I've seen a comic based on his original Star Wars script. It was shit. It was not like, it was nothing like the movie that you saw. You know, and that's what that's what entertainment is. That's what TV and movies, all this, you know, and plays is like. You get one person who comes up with a script. You get it, directors, producers, actors, and they all, you know, it's all collaborative.
Just a little bit of chip on it, and just to build. You know, oh, this could use this and that could use that, which is nice. That is good, but you know, being able to like, especially with my own jokes, being able to deliver that. Especially because I go off the wall, like my shit is out of the box, you know, and for somebody to go ahead and just deliver it like I have it in my head, you know, it seems like, okay, if you do have a spin on it, that's cool, but you know, I prefer to perform myself instead of.
Well, I mean, if you still want to make, you can always like make things small stuff yourself, you know, where you're the person in charge and all that. You know, But anytime there's going to be money involved in the entertainment field, it's going to get out of your hands a little bit. There's going to have to be other people.
Yeah, which I don't mind that, especially if I try to. I got like movie ideas and shit in my head that I would definitely like to see come to fruition, but I know I wouldn't be able to do it myself. Like, I know I would need like other people to give me ideas or something like that, or to help out, because yeah, doing shit like that long form, just to have to all that, my ADD won't allow me at all. It just to sit down and be like, yeah, I'll do this. Nah, I'll fucking follow a bubble in traffic. If anything, you know, I couldn't just sit down there and be like, ooh, a grasshopper, and then boom, my focus is gone.
I have that issue. We're about 45 minutes.
That's a good sweet spot.
We never did quite. Like, was there any other stoner comedies that you really feel like?
Stoner.
I feel like I'm not sure. I feel like PCU is a stoner comedy. That's one that I love.
PCU. I don't think I've seen PCU.
You never saw PCU? Oh no, we gotta make you watch PCU. It's okay. Like, you know how you always hear people like, oh, you know, Idiocracy predicted the world we're in. People say that all the time. I actually don't think Idiocracy is that good. Like, I enjoy it.
Oh, man. I love Idiocracy.
The only thing I love...
it's very dumb,
The only thing I love is President Camacho.
Terry Crews?
President Camacho is amazing.
Lion punching the water fountains. Yeah. Fucking... that was a silly movie.
He's got the wrestling belt. But... you want to see a movie that actually predicted the world we live in? It's called PCU. It's
politically correct.
That's the implication, but it's the name of the school that it takes place in Portchester University. But like, this was made like in like 91, before any, like 30 years ago, basically, like almost. It's Jeremy Piven. Jon Favreau, when he was like really fat, like a young Jon Favreau was like probably 20 when this was made. Like I said, David Spade's in it before it's out.
Fucking Spade.
Spade might not have even been Saturday Night Live yet. That's how long ago this was made. It is an amazing movie, and it's all about this school where political correctness controls everything. Like, you got all the identity politics groups. You got, like, they call the feminists, they call them womenists, and they all hate men.
Wow, this is before feminists came out. Feminism.
No.
How long was feminism around?
Since the 40s?
Oh, really?
We're in third wave feminism. It's a little different.
Third wave or third wave? Third
wave.
Oh.
First wave feminism was the women's suffragists. The women who were fighting for, like just the right to vote.
Of the cross. Jesus Christ.
Second wave feminism, I'm always a little fuzzy on, but it's a little more about like jobs, education, stuff like that. And then third wave feminism is about shit like I don't know, pretending 1 in 5 women get raped.
Oh, will it ever end, or did the numbers just keep going up?
Oh, no, the number's fake.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
the numbers made up.
You can. Yeah, I know that.
Been raped.
No. I'm not talking about that. You say first wave, second wave, third wave. Like, will those numbers ever end? Will there be a fourth wave, or will it just be like, okay, that's the end of the waves. Women are equal now.
I mean, women are equal now.
Yeah.
Like, there's always like mistreatment and stuff like that, but
not the way the world's going. They're always going to see themselves as not equal, especially if this waves of feminism keep coming around.
That's why you're supposed to avoid identity politics and like just treat people like human beings and not like specific like. I don't like people that identify as something. Like, when you meet somebody, and I always use an example. I always feel bad because she's a nice girl, but I used to know a girl who every time she would talk, she would be like, "Well, as a young lesbian," like, bitch, I don't need you to like.
Don't start off like that.
First of all, we're talking about the price of bananas. But anyway, but PCU. So all these groups, there's the they don't call it like Black Panthers, but there's like a Black Power group. There's a vegan group that's like smelly hippies. And it's basically Jeremy Piven and his crew who are like these bottom of the barrel fraternity people just shitting all over him. Not literally, but it is an amazing movie. And if you want to see a movie that it is scary how much it predicted what the world is actually like. Or America.
Oh, there is a new movie with Faison Love and Russell Peters.
He was in Hip Hop Squares, by the way.
Faison Love?
Yeah, he was looking rough.
Oh yeah. Well, Faison Love and Reaped is the movie. Basically, and it is basically them, and what happens is they get some like CIA weed or some government weed, and they pass out for 30 years. And they wake up and they feel as if they're still...
When is this on?
This is on Netflix. It's called Reaped.
Oh, so it's a Rip Van Winkle thing. I'll have to check that out.
Oh, son. Like, it has its moments. It's not hilarious, but that's another high movie right there. Another weed movie.
I met him. I got
Russell
a picture
Peters?
with him. Yeah, Russell Peters.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Wayne was in a movie with him.
Yeah?
That's where I met him.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, Russell Peters, he's another one that actually paved his way through like the internet and coming up like that.
He's such a weird, like not him in particular, but like his career is so weird because he's one of the number one like as far as like making money, number one comedians in the world. But like here in America, like people don't know who the fuck he is. Like mostly.
Lots of foreigners love him because he points them out and makes fun of them. He's very fucking accurate, kind of like a Maj Jabroni. And I've listened to Maj Jabroni, and I was like, "This is terrible. This is terrible."
That sounds familiar. I don't know. I don't think I know the person.
Most of the fucking specials that I have watched on TV, I'm like, I can't sit through this. This is garbage.
Comedy's a personal thing. It's not always gonna.
Yeah, it's not always gonna resonate to everybody. It's like, oh, you got to follow, and this is why this is working for you.
Like I was telling you, like I don't like Amy Schumer, but I've only been exposed to like later Amy Schumer. Like maybe her earlier stuff is much better.
Her little 30-minute special that she had, that's when I saw her. I was like, who is this white girl with these thighs out that is talking about vagina like this? Oh my God, hilarious. She shitted on somebody in the crowd. And I was like, yes, I like this bitch. And then from then on, I was like, this is not the Amy I know. What the fuck is this? Amy, you did.
I would love for you to meet her and just be like, no, this isn't the Amy I know.
This is not the Amy I know. You done put on the weight. You done got comfortable. I don't like it. And no, you need to go back to the old Amy. The old Amy that I would have been like, that's a white girl that I would eat a pussy. I would. No lie. But now it's
Therese head turned.
It's okay. But this is just one of those fucking things.
She was like, what the fuck did you just say?
Because I don't give a shit for white people. That's why. Not white people. Not like I didn't mean that.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I didn't mean that. I meant white girls. It's just I don't like. When you see him, it's just like I don't care for how that goes.
You're generally not long term attracted to white.
No, but Amy, when she came out, I was like, oh, she's nice and she's funny, kind of like Sarah Silverman, but cute. You know that's how it was.
I found Sarah Silverman attractive until she's.
I never found her attractive. I thought she always had hairy underarms.
I don't think she's drop dead gorgeous, but especially when she was younger.
I assumed that she had hairy underarms, and that was a person that I wouldn't.
Well, I've seen her naked. Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay. See,
she was naked in a movie with Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
she wasn't naked with him, but she was in a naked.
Hairy underarms. See, I can't do that. Yeah.
Oh shit! Like I lost my thought. Oh no, I want to say like that's the funny thing. Like people get all upset like these days, and you talk about like interracial shit. Like if you're not attracted to people of certain races, like this. As I get older, I'm more attracted to certain black girls. Mm-hmm. Largely, I'm not. But you know, like I was telling Squirrels just last night about this. But the job I'm at, I used to be in a previous position where I dealt with customers. And there was this girl there that would be like the number one supermodel in the world. I don't know. I know she had a sugar daddy. And she had like a kid, you know. But like, I was like, every time I would see that girl, I'd be like, why aren't you famous? You are so unbelievably gorgeous. Mm-hmm. Like I look prettier from you being in the room.
Yeah.
You know? But largely, like, I mean, I'm also not, I'm a quarter Asian. Like, my grandfather was a Filipino immigrant. Not attracted to Asian girls at all.
No.
You know? For me, it's like
can't.
white girls and Hispanic girls, typically.
Like, more Asians now are becoming like more voluptuous.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's nice.
But
it's not something that I'm attracted to.
But I've known, all my life, I've known plenty of guys that are attracted to Asian girls. But for whatever reason, I'm not.
See, when I was getting older, I was very color struck. Like, that color, couldn't stand it. Sorry. I was fucking color struck like a motherfucker.
I appreciate that you figured out what you said wrong when you did.
Yeah, no.
Y'all can't see, but Kyle, like, thumbed at her. Like, that color.
That
you
color?
Know? Like we was at Lowe's and he was trying to pick out walls. He's like, you know, that color over there.
This opaque right here is nice, but that taupe, that's what I want, you know? It's when I was getting older, like, that was the thing for me. Like, I've actually was attracted to, like, 2 white girls ever in my life. Mm-hmm. And one was when I was in elementary school. Her name was Cameron or some shit like that.
It's probably Cameron.
Whatever. I don't know.
I think Cameron was a rapper in 93.
Cameron is a rapper, but still. And she had this like, oh, you just a little bronze to her. It wasn't like, oh, Rhode Island white, you know? And it was
she wasn't Irish.
Yeah. And it was like, oh, I don't know why, but I like that. And then as I got older, it was high yellow chicks. Everybody had to be high yellow. And then I ran into somebody that was dark. Like, that was like, oh, you black, like for real black. Like, you can't even if you had a blemish, you couldn't see it because that's how black you are.
Like you definitely had like a recent relative that ran in the jungle somewhere.
Yeah. And then that's when I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Fucking chemicals in my brain switched. And now I don't give a shit for anybody that's high yellow. Like, they're high maintenance.
That's just like,
they bruise easy.
Get older,
I don't like it.
your taste change.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
I still
it's no different between your sexual taste and your taste in food when you start as a little kid.
Yes, exactly. And see, I still can't do white girls because it just but
partially because your missus was sitting next to you. That's
true, but still at that time, like when I saw before
stop because she gave that laugh like like that wasn't a laugh, that was like a goddamn right.
She the one that wanted to come here, so but.
You knew the score when you walked in.
She knows how this goes when you come in the butt cave. But at the time, I was like, oh, Amy Schumer is somebody that, like, oh, if I run into this white girl, that'd be like,
something about her personality you found attractive.
Yeah.
Better example.
It was more of a personality.
Janine Garofalo. Not actually that. She's not ugly. She's normal. She's like somewhere in the middle of attractive.
Yeah.
Like, she's not somebody, if you saw her on the street, you'd be like, damn. But in the early 90s, she was very attractive to a lot of people.
That's like, I don't understand.
Including me.
Were you one of those people that really, really, really like Drew Barrymore?
No. She's not unattractive, but
she is very unattractive.
I don't think so. I think her face and body are physically on the plus side of attractive. I think her personality is just completely uninteresting to me. To me, there's nothing like.
I never understood what people saw in her. I'm like,
some of it's like things that we don't like to talk about in society. Like, you first saw her as a little girl in E.T.
Yeah, and
then she grew up, and now she's got titties. Yeah. And it's like, oh, and she's like dancing on David Letterman's desk and showing her, you know, like, and she does, yeah. It's that there's something like, oh, she was an innocent little girl, now she's corrupted, you know, because like if you notice, like, that's cooled off. Like, nobody's like, hey, we need a hot young star, like, let's bring. I mean, she's not young anymore. She's probably in her 40s now, but late 30s. I don't know.
Late 30s, I believe.
I think she's older than me.
Yeah?
I don't know. Anyway, but that's what that is.
I never could. And it's like, why? Why is everybody all head over heels for old Barrymore? Like, he doesn't.
I don't think people have been in quite a while though.
No, not anymore.
I want to bring up one last thing before we go off because I just it reminded me of this because like just like talking about people like what you're attracted to and all that like as far as like ethnicities and all that, like there's that whole thing in porn where like there's a lot of like porn actresses who are like if you refuse to do interracial porn it's because you're a racist, and it's like, well, maybe you're just not attractive.
Who refuses to do interracial porn?
There's some porn stars that
really
aren't interested in it.
Well, it's just fucking. Huh.
Hey, look, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. Like I don't see why like you should be shamed for it, you know.
Yeah.
But that's not what I want to talk about.
Oh.
Did you hear about I'm not gonna pretend I don't watch porn, but I don't know every porn star's name.
I know a few of them.
You know, are you familiar with August Ames?
Mm-mm.
So she was 23.
She white?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why. Sorry.
No problem. Hey, you like what you like. Racist. No, I wasn't familiar with her, but she killed herself this past week.
Oh shit.
The reason was she found out that there's rules in porn. One of them is that gay porn stars aren't supposed to do regular straight porn
because of the AIDS and the diseases and
the,
shit.
the risk of getting HIV and AIDS. And I'm sure it wasn't just her, but she found out that like the
but that's just gay. That's just man on man. Man on man is not supposed to fuck another chick.
Yeah,
but two lesbians can go both ways.
Yeah, well, it's pretty hard to get HIV.
Very. That's what I be telling people, and they're like, yeah. But
is this an argument y'all have had?
Nah, I've just said it before. I've mentioned this a few times.
You know what? I'm glad I'm not gonna be in the car and y'all right. I'm very happy. I went with my best friend and his wife, who I'm also close friends with, to Cracker Barrel today, and my little niece. I gave her my keys, and they were dropping me off, and I was like, I'm gonna need those keys back. I'm kind of glad that I'm getting out of this car right now, cause shit's about to go crazy. But anyway, I'm just talking about my niece. And I'm gonna start talking about porn again. Let's put a wall.
Boom.
Let's put a wall there.
Brick it.
And she's in a box now. So August Ames finds out that this guy, I don't remember his name, was trying to do straight porn, you know, to make more money, because like there's more sex scenes that you can do and stuff like that.
I thought gay porn made more money though.
I'm sure you definitely make more money if you're a male doing gay porn than doing straight porn. However, there's probably more opportunity to do straight porn than gay porn. Because think about them. I mean, the percentage-wise, the amount of straight porn.
I don't know how many people watch gay porn now. Now I know a few gay guys that don't even watch gay porn.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like, I can't.
You sure they ain't lying?
Yeah. No, I'm not sure.
Yeah. It feels like that's something you're probably lying about, but not you. But you know, you personally were just like, no, absolutely. I can keep a secret. No, but so he was trying to do straight porn, and she went on Twitter and she was like, look, she wasn't telling the public, she was telling like, all y'all out there, just be aware that there's somebody, you know, that does gay porn trying to do straight porn. And it's Twitter.
It's Twitter. Like, you try not to go public, but it's definitely gonna go public.
They went after this chick.
Oh shit.
Like they do. And she got like thousands of messages like, "Go kill yourself. You're a homophobe."
Yeah, not in this day and age. You can't say anything like that this day, especially about the gay community.
Well, but she wasn't saying anything about the gay community. She was just saying like, "Look, you know, this is."
I mean, but that's in the realm of the gay community right there. If you're just gonna go ahead and out somebody and be like, "Hey, man, this gay dude trying to do straight porn," just watch it. That seems like
that guy got involved too, and he went after her as well.
Oh, I bet he did.
And she killed herself.
Oof, yeah.
She's 23 years old.
Oh, because that's that age group where they can't handle words on the internet.
I mean, I was suicidal most of my life. You can't, like, she was depressed. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm never somebody who's gonna say, you know, you force somebody to kill themselves. That said, if you're getting, 5,000 messages of people telling you to kill yourself and you're depressed, and all the girl said was, like, be aware there's a guy that does gay porn that's trying to do straight porn. And they were calling her homophobe because she didn't want to fuck a gay dude.
What? No. I wouldn't. You can't be a homophobe because you don't want to fuck nobody gay. That's. Alright. Anyway.
So I guess we ended on a down. I guess I should have thought that one out a little bit more.
Jesus. That's her prerogative.
You know what?
Though. That's what she wants. I don't know. I don't know where to go with that.
You know what? Before we go, what happened Saturday night? Did y'all have a good show?
Oh man, yeah, man. It was really good. Really, really good. Like, it was all film.
You gotta tell the people.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know what happened.
There's all right, this is a guy that came down, Jerome. His name's Jerome, J Funny, shout out. And no one knew him. He just came out of the blue. Motherfucker came up to me. I was one of the first people he came up to, and he was like, hey man, I got this idea, man. And people come like this all the time, a dime a dozen. Motherfuckers always come with a great idea, like, yeah man, it's gonna take us somewhere. And I'm like, alright, me being the humble guy I am, I'm always open for any type of opportunity. Alright, cool, let's get it. What you got, man? And he was like, man, I got these camera crews, I got people backing me up, man. I got behind the scenes white people and shit. I'm like, yeah, alright.
Wait, what the fuck does that mean?
Behind the scenes white people that got money that don't never want to show their face.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gotta explain shit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
guess people are in my head.
Like white girls in cages, like dating.
Because you have a sadistic mind. That's where you
they got little white kids underneath the floorboards looking like, what's going on?
Yeah, take this dollar. Yeah, no, man. He just got people that's all that's backing him, and I'm like, all right, if you got this going, man, I'll show you in the right direction. He went around asking a whole bunch of people that are actually kind of bigger names in the city of doing comedy, and I was the first one he came to. He was like, man, he talks me up a lot higher than I think that I am. He's like, man, one of the best in the city, yada yada. I was like, all right, dude, thank you. But and then he went to other people, and other people like, nigga, I don't know you. Who the fuck are you? Whatever. All right, sure. Nah, I'm good. I'm not about to do this. So I went to go and pick a few people. I showed him a few people that could work, and it was like, all right. So it was me, Marcus Bond, Michael Hall, and Mary Devin Dupuis, and Jerome. And basically, a week out before the show, before this Saturday, a week before, we sat down, hashed out what was the name going to be. It's called You Heard Me Comedy. Because You Heard Me is a kind of a New Orleans slang.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Things that people in New Orleans say. So he wanted a New Orleans feel to it, and that's what it's gonna be. And like he's like, man, I've been talking to NBC, Comedy Central. We getting deals and all that. And it's like, well, all right, you're saying all this, but is it for real? Like, people say these things.
Everybody says, like, and all that means is, like, I emailed somebody.
Yeah.
I'm not speaking about this person. I don't know him. I'm just saying, a lot of times, it's just like,
right.
I found their website.
And we hear this a lot. But no, he actually came and he delivered. Like, we had 3 cameras. We had a DJ. We had the whole thing set up. Good crowd. And the lady that was up there, she actually works for Comedy Central Presents.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I could be talking out of my ass. I don't know as much as he does, but this is the information that I've gotten from her, from him. And so, after the show, which was a phenomenal show, I was the host. I hosted it, and after the show, he was like, "Man, we're gonna take the little snippets of what we got. We're gonna send them to Netflix and all that." And basically, he's trying to get a tour. And come February, we're gonna start touring now.
Okay.
Yeah. And like the skepticism is out of the window now. Like the shit is legit. And the cameras that they came out there with is like, oh, like you ain't sugarcoating shit. Like the scenery is nice. You got the wires taped up the same color as the deck. Like you can't even see. I'm like, whoa. okay, like I ain't never been in a big production like that, you know. And I'm like, alright, dude, you held yours, you know. Now we gonna come and hold on, and we gonna fucking deliver and keep this going. So it was a really good show yesterday. They were very impressed. Everybody that was out there. There was You Heard Me comedy party. They had a barbecue, a cash bar, a DJ, you know, and a good hour and a half show. A good hour and a half show of me coming up in between and just telling them crazy shit, and it was very fun. So, you know, we're looking to see where it's gonna go from here. You know, it can only go up, and everything. Shit's been fucking crazy lately. I probably this will probably be a downer, but it picks up at the end. I totaled my car. Right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. When was that?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. Last Tuesday.
Oh shit.
Yeah, last Tuesday, totaled my car. Airbag came out and everything on the bridge. It sucks because that was my baby. But it's a good thing because there was a death trap, basically. I had no anti-lock brake system. And it just started getting cold.
Were you aware of this? Were you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Me fixing my own car.
Do I need to cut that out? Like,
No. No, it's cool. No, me being the mechanic and the man that I try to be, fixing my own car, shit happens, and I was supposed to get certain things for the car so it could be because all that costs money, and then having to fix that, all that costs money, and so it's kind of a good thing, but it's a bad thing because I just put some custom lights on there, and so like I ping ponged across the bridge. It was a very fluky accident because, like I said, I've been sober this whole month. You know, there's no any other indication to where this should have happened. But I guess like a freak accident, shit happened. No anti-lock brake system, slipped right into the guardrail. Ping pong back and forth, airbag bust me in the face, and but I'm cool. This my only bobo right there.
Airbag got a recall.
Yeah. Oh, also the airbag was recalled. I got a letter that the airbag was recalled. They had particles in it.
They've had a hard time keeping up with all the airbags.
Yeah. So my airbag was
one
fine.
Company. It's all the cars.
Yeah.
All
and to say that news was there, my airbag was fine, but you know it's kind of a bad thing, but it's also kind of a good thing because it was really terrible. Even though I had brand new tires on there, it did not give a shit for that road because if you don't have your anti-lock brake system, like shit just goes haywire, and like so I'm like, all right, but it's just on to the next step. And ever since that's been happening, I'm a person that I don't care for Kias. I shit on the little hamsters that ride in the Kia Souls, and that's the rental I have. I have a Kia Soul. So I don't know what the universe is trying to tell me, but apparently fucking shit is just like, okay, let's see where it goes from here, you know. And this shit happened Saturday, and
I don't think the universe is affecting budget rental car, just so you know.
Well, maybe not, but you know,
I'm just saying.
Who told them to give me a fucking key? I thought I was gonna get a Caravan.
Did you ask them like if you could have gotten something different?
I didn't even get the car. I couldn't get the car because my name wasn't on the insurance.
Oh.
Yeah. Just my brother's name is on the insurance.
Oh.
Right, so...
Do I need to cut that out?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let's stop saying things I need to cut out.
Okay. I mean, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just... It fucking sucks, but it's like... Alright. Now time to move on to something else because I work. So I have the capabilities of getting something financed and something a lot cheaper. Like I can get a 2011 Altima for a lot cheaper than I could have back then. So because it's 2017 now, cars are more reliable now, and I can get a more reliable car than the car that I had before. So it's kind of a good thing and a bad thing that this happened.
Look, we're running a little long, but
Okay.
I want to tell you this, Kyle.
Yeah.
You're 32 now?
Yeah.
Fuck all that speed shit, dude.
What? It was just
Get yourself. First of all, just the look of it draws attention to you. Like if I'm speeding in white privilege, I'm less likely to get noticed. I've told you that.
Yeah, you have.
Act like that's new. If I'm speeding in it, like I'm less likely to get attention because it's a German car. It's not a car that people go racing in. Mm-hmm. Mustangs.
Oh no! I've sat at red lights and people rev up next to me and fucking. I've been on the road and people take off just because they think that I'm gonna race them, and I'm like, that happens often. And
it's a car that you get when you're in your early 20s, or when you're teens.
Yeah, I've had that car for 6 years.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's time to move. I'm trying to travel now, and that's not a car to travel in.
No, get yourself a nice sedan. It's got reliable, good on fuel.
Yes.
Airbags that work.
Yeah. You know, that's exactly what I'm shooting for now. You know, something just in case accidents happen. You know, kids come around. You know, you're gonna want something that your kids are gonna be safe in. Can't put them in a 2-door fucking Mustang.
Now, don't get me wrong, dude. I'm 38 years old. Would I like to have a Corvette, like a Stingray or something like that? Absolutely, I would.
Yeah.
Is it really worth it?
Yeah.
No.
Nah. I mean, I've had my speed for fun. I mean,
like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, dude. My favorite thing about the car I have right now, and I've had cooler cars. Not much, but I've had a few cooler cars. My favorite thing is that it has Bluetooth for my iPod, so I can listen to podcasts, so I can listen to my music straight off my phone.
Yeah.
That's, to me, that's the best amenity. Yeah. Also, working heat and air conditioning.
Huh. I know. I've been sitting in cars with fucking warming seats, and I'm like, Mustang ain't never had this.
Yeah.
My tushy is feeling right now. You know?
Oh, lately? Oh, yeah. No, I don't usually use my heated seats.
Cool.
Last week?
Cool.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's a good amenity right there to have. So I'm like, all right. I see what you're doing.
Now, you can get all that with a Mustang. I'm just saying.
Dude, but yeah, maybe the boss package, but that's too much speed to have all that. It's a lot. Because I've seen, you can go ahead and get the full decked out fucking boss package, have the Hemi or whatever the fuck engine it is in there.
Drop $50,000.
Right. There's no need. There's no need for that. I can pay like $100 a month on for
a Toyota or something.
Okay, sure, but you know, like $100 a month for payments, and it'd still be a really decent car. And that was a 2008. I can get like a 2011 something for that, for more than when I was paying for that Mustang, less than when I was paying for that Mustang. So it's like, oh shit, I've been doing this all wrong.
Also, insurance lowers.
Insurance is a lot lower. That was a 5-speed stick shift. Insurance shot up. So I'm like, alright, it was fun while it lasted, you know. But I do need to be an adult about the situation, and if I am trying to travel,
your life's gonna have all kinds of adventures. Having a fast car don't need to be one of them.
Nah, it was fun at the time. It was fun. But,
all right, so that's how we're gonna end 420 on a note of maturity and old age.
Love it.
So, we ain't on the Fakakta Comedy Funhouse.
So, did we explain that? Is that it?
Yeah, we explained it on the last episode. Okay. We talked about it. So I guess we don't have anything else to say, but keep it metal, listen in, tell your friends about us. If you have any thoughts, you can tweet your favorite stoner comedy at us for 420.
Yeah. Or you can just look me up at Maniacal Menace on Instagram. Yeah, just
he posts stories.
I do my thing. Okay.
I'm sorry, it was just funny.
I thought you had something to say. I was like, all right. So we had an hour and 20 minutes. I've been Adam.
I've been Kyle. Let's keep it metal.
All right.
Holla.